the in-between.
Welcome, my friends, to Cuentame USA with Moncho Camano. Uh, Today we have the pleasure of speaking with Haezl and Johan, members right over there, right, members of the, I don't know, this is of, when I talk about music genres, it's a nightmare for me. So they're members of the retro, synth pop, dark, whatever you want to call, from Washington, D.C., 2D Cat. And thank you so much for being here, the both of you. We can talk about so many things, but I guess music is what these people brought them here for me.
Yes.
They released the latest album that I heard. I think it's called "This Is Not For You," and it was released in July 2025. So I listened to that one. I listened to the whole discography. I think it took me the whole week. And their latest single, I think, is a cover they made of, it's called Touch in the Night, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Cover of Silent Circle. I think it's a band from the 80s. I don't know.
Yeah, from Hamburg, Germany.
Yeah, so very catchy song. And I remember listening to that song many, many years ago. So I totally forgot about that. So I think that's the latest. I don't know. I might be making a lot of mistakes today, but hopefully
everything's accurate so far.
So far, it was so good.
Okay,
let's keep going. Let's keep going. So we'll start from maybe let's start with Haezl. Haezl, are you originally from California?
Yes, that's right. Yep, I'm originally born and raised in California.
Los Gatos? Is it Los Gatos?
Yeah, Los Gatos.
Los Gatos. Okay.
Yeah, I know. That's how we say it. We say it horribly. Los Gatos.
The cats.
Los Gatos. Yeah, the cats. Exactly.
The cats.
Yeah. My high school had 2 stone cats too by the by the doors.
So that's very interesting because your project with Johan is called 2D Cat, so there are cats there.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that's cool. What about you, Johan? Are you originally? Where are you from originally?
I'm also from the United States, and then I spent most of my adult life overseas, across Asia and Europe. But I'm back in the United States now. I live in the Washington D.C. area.
So you're not that far from each other, right? I believe.
Right.
Yeah. Tell me, Johan. For what I read, 2D Cat was formed in Japan. Is this correct, or am I wrong?
No. That's where I got off to my music career. I actually got off into music from engineering. I couldn't really afford anything back in those days, and a lot of the vintage synthesizer stores in Japan would sell things that were no longer to be repairable. So I would buy these old synths from 1974, 76 that were supposed to be unoperable. And myself being an electrical engineer, I would kind of either create new integrated circuits, mostly with field programmable gate arrays, FPGAs, and then turn them into working synths again. And then from that, I kind of got into a niche of repairing a bunch of other people's non-repairable synths that they wanted to hold on to from a bunch of musicians from like the 70s and 80s who wanted to keep on to their stuff, but it just wasn't working. And then I just had so many synthesizers lying around that I just wanted to start writing music because of that. I played music in school, not piano or anything, but it kind of just drew me into actually wanting to kind of create music with synthesizers.
That's very interesting. So that TD Cat, they was formed in 2001?
No.
That's not. You see, I already started making a lot of mistakes. It's only been like 5 minutes.
I appreciate you did some research, though. That's amazing.
Yeah, that research didn't help me.
It's the effort, man.
It's a hard question to answer. I would say that I didn't really start taking it seriously until I met Haezl. So I mean, we could use that as a starting point when the band actually started.
Really?
It wasn't
That was
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't until then, like I was really focused on like between my work and then finishing up um my one master's that I had to do. Like once I finished up with the dissertation and that was all done, it's like, okay, now I have all this free time. I can actually start focusing on doing music. I was doing some music. I had some friends who were doing video games and they had trouble running into like they couldn't afford licensing costs. So I would agree to write music for them for those purposes. Or somebody was doing an independent movie and they're like, hey, we need some songs and we can't really afford anything. Could you write something? So there was like some of that stuff that was going on between 2015 maybe and or 2016 and we'll say 2023. But I would say that around 2023 is whenever 2D Cat as we know it today actually kind of started sometime around then.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the first album I listened from you guys was Archives. I don't know if it's an album. It has 19 songs, and I don't I don't think Hazel is in that. Are you a vocalist in any of those songs? You're not, right?
No. So that's kind of like a weird that's a lot of the stuff that I was doing for other
Okay.
people and stuff that I was also still kind of in the learning phase of doing things.
Hmm.
I actually took down a lot of the old material just because I don't even think Archives is representative of us anymore. I think as
Yeah,
you listen through our stuff, it's
right.
vastly different than who we are now.
Yeah,
But I keep it up there just because like so many people still like it and love it, and
yeah.
I don't want to rob people of that. But at the same time, it's very much not who we are today.
No, of course
But
not.
I mean, that's kind of normal for bands. Depeche Mode, vastly different from album one onwards. The Croops was a completely different band with the first album and onwards.
Yeah.
So I guess
But
it's normal.
you got some great songs that I listened to from that period. I really enjoy them. Uh, but tell me, Hazel, you are the vocalist of this project. I know
Yeah.
you also you could play the piano, the theremin,
Yeah, my theremin.
the theremin,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
the penny whistle. You play other stuff.
You found the penny whistle
I found
video.
everything.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
I was hoping that was buried.
no, it's not that very. It's very easy to find. You know.
That's too funny.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can say from you are a soprano. You are distinguished. They say. You also went to the army, I believe. You form part of an army chorus,
Yeah, that's right.
right?
Yep. I am a member of the U.S. Army Chorus. That is my day job. Singing in the day and at night, except today because I'm sick. If you could
Well, you
tell.
had yeah, you sound a little bit different usually from what I listened from you before. Also, you are an opera singer. And I read that she performed in many, many very important places, even funerals, I think, president
Hmm.
funerals. So
Yeah.
she's really, and also a session musician, I think.
Hmm.
You are
Yeah.
available for many, whatever projects they get. Well, it's up to you to choose whatever you enjoy more.
Yeah.
So you're doing
Yeah.
that too. So, so tell me, how did you the two get together? Was it more like let's try to do some music and see what happens, or there was like a better, like a very connection and a great connection between the two of you? Like you realize that you have some real music chemistry between the two. How did it?
It was
Do you
a.
want me to start, or do you want to start?
I don't know. You could start. You could start. You start.
Um, well, I mean, I can tell you from my perspective, I'm an incredibly shy person, and I am also a bit of a hermit, and I don't like talking to people. It's really hard and difficult for me to talk to people. And I remember a number of years ago needing to find, it's like, I want to start taking 2D Cat seriously. I want this to be like a band. I want us to be able to perform live. I can't
Hmm.
rely on session musicians anymore. So as I normally do whenever I need to talk to somebody, but I'm unable to. I started drinking a lot of alcohol, and then I reached out to anybody that I knew who had connections or might know a musician. And
Okay.
a mutual friend of ours, her name is Megan, who I used to know through Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. I messaged her and I'm like, hey, do you know any people who might be interested? And she recommended Haezl to me. I didn't get that message until the next day when I was already sober again. So I was like, "Ooh, now I got to message this person who I don't know."
Oh
And
no,
I had to
that's so
repeat that
funny.
process, and I
Oh
had to get
man.
drunk again. I'm like, oh, I'm Johan. I'm in this project, Tootie Cat. I don't know if you'd be interested in doing some music. So that's kind of how my perspective of how things went. And
So you
sure,
don't
you have
regret anything of what happened. You're really hmm,
Yeah, that was it. And
that
I
was
mean,
it.
his music is so good. And I was like, oh, heck yeah. I had been wanting to work with a producer.
Hmm.
I produce my own music too, but I
Right.
love working with producer, being able to focus on what has like always been my main craft, which is my voice, and as a producer, I was kind of just starting off and I wanted to learn and I wanted to be involved in this, in the, just in the process of electronic music and the scene. And I was just really inspired by his music. And I was like, oh, I would love to do that. So, yep, that's how it happened.
It worked
Yeah.
out really well.
Yeah.
I listened to your project also, Hazel. They Got You Feed. I listened to that album,
Oh,
your album.
thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds a little different than the last two singles that you put out. Very different. That
Yeah.
it is. In that album, that I hear a lot of, I don't know, soulful voice that you tried. I don't know. It's like very. It has a like I don't know how to say it, but there are songs that have some like Imogen Hips, the way you
Oh,
sing.
I love that.
Some
Thank
of
you so
those,
much.
yeah, I
Yeah.
really,
I'm experimenting with vocal production. I think that the way forward for me as a producer is going to be as a like vocal production, just because of my background in voice and now my background in producing. When it comes to instruments and mixing and whatnot, I'm not as strong, so I'm really leaning into that in my next album, and
yeah,
wanting to create a sphere of these multiple characters and voices that are layered on top of each other using
yeah.
a lot of synthesizer. Yeah, so that is my goal.
I
Yeah.
want to talk a little bit about that, but I have something to tell you guys. You never told me that you came to QXTs in Newark. I Next
Yeah.
time, let me know because I know you were there a
Oh,
couple months ago, in July or June, I don't know when.
we
And
should go back up there.
I
yeah,
love QXCs. It's such a
and
fun
Yeah.
place.
well, I didn't know the band, so but I go once in a while. But when I saw a couple of your videos that you posted on YouTube where you played live there a couple of months ago, you really got a really nice stage presence, uh, Hazel or Nicole. I don't know
Thanks.
what to say.
Hazel's good. Yeah, thank you.
Hazel's good, but when I see Johan, I guess he's the dark figure. He's on the side. He's like the Undertaker, the the wrestleman. What is he called? The Undertaker, right? I think it was.
Yeah, The Undertaker. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like the
Ooh, I like
Undertaker.
that. The Undertaker.
Yeah, he
This
looks
is
on the
something
he's on the
I
I'm
side
never
adding
thought
that to the next song. That's going to be a little Easter egg in the next
with your
song.
sombrero. So
Yeah.
I like that. That would be me myself because I'm very introvert and I always used to sit in the back of the class, so not to catch. So that was me. So I understand.
same here.
I just have like I don't know what it is and it's a problem. Like I just stick out and I try not to, but it does. Yeah.
No,
I'm the opposite.
that works out really well because imagine having two Johans on stage. That doesn't work out. One is enough.
Man, if I had another me on stage, I think it would
Uh,
piss me off.
yeah, right. Only,
Like,
well, I was going to ask you. Let's say because I'm. Let me ask Johan. What's the earliest memory for you of hearing music, like that truly amazed you and caught your attention when you're like a little kid? Was there something?
I mean, my mom tells me the story of being a 4-year-old and dancing to Devo on the table.
Wow.
I'd say that's probably one of the earliest music-related stories that I have. Yeah, going back to I think it was
The
four.
80s,
So
78,
yeah, that was
68.
1984, 85, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
Mm.
Debo. Yeah, Debo. I
Mhm.
remember listening to the 1978, I think it was. I was young at that time. That Can Get No Satisfaction cover they made.
I
That was
mean,
their big hit
they
when
do
they
an
started.
amazing show still today. I cannot believe how old they are and how
Yeah.
amazing their shows still are
Mm.
40, 50 years later. It's incredible to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, yeah.
They're
And I've seen them
really,
twice in the last six
yeah.
months now. And
Oh, really?
yeah, all this time later, I still like them.
That was amazing. So that was it. And what was the first instrument you ever played, Johan?
I
Mandolin? No,
briefly played
mandolin.
trumpet, but then I moved on to tuba after that. I really wanted to play the most obnoxious thing that I could play, and tuba seemed to be what I specialized in. But yeah, I played tuba for about was forever, about 10 years, and then I moved on to violin and then onto piano with synthesizer.
Mm. How about you, Hazel? What was the first instrument you ever played? Piano?
Clarinet.
Clarinet. Okay. That was. And what was that? In high school or middle school? What was
It's in middle school. Actually, I take that back. I think I was playing guitar before that.
Oh, it was guitar.
Yeah, I think I was playing guitar before that.
Was your guitar somebody else's guitar?
Oh, no, my dad gave me a guitar. Um, I don't have that original guitar, but I do have my second guitar up here.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I played that and wrote songs. That's when I started writing music. Yeah.
Was your family also into music? Your mother, was she an artist?
My father dabbles in music. He was a drummer. He was in like a cover band that went around and did the thing in the 70s.
Hmm.
Yeah, so he loves music and he definitely encouraged me to be involved in music. Although later on in life, he was like, I was getting pretty worried that I did the wrong thing. But thankfully it all worked out.
So tell me about the army. How did you decide to go into the army? Was there any family members that were there, or just that?
Um, no, so it's an audition process. I have my
Hmm.
master's degree in opera performance. So,
Hmm.
musical theater opera was a big part of my life. And still is. So anyways, I was doing a lot of professional work in that area, and I just decided that freelancing was not for me. And
Hmm.
the Army has premier bands that has amazing singers, nationally, from all over the country and all over the world, and musicians. And the job is great. And I auditioned, I won the audition, I moved across the country, and here I am 10 years later.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. So, what about if you tell me some albums from your youthful days and Hazel that what was like the first album you ever acquired, or you never bought anything? CDs, cassettes?
Oh
No,
my
cassettes probably not.
goodness.
But is there, or maybe somebody that lent you a CD that you never returned or something? I don't know.
It's so hard. Yeah, exactly. It's so hard to remember like the first CD I ever had, but I did have my favorites. I love the Beatles growing up. I just love the Beatles. I owned everything Beatles.
Hmm.
The White Album was my favorite. I had a karaoke machine. This is when I started singing and experimenting with my voice. I had a
Hmm.
karaoke machine and I would sing to all the Supremes songs.
Okay.
Um, but I loved the Beatles. And then when we get into the 90s and we get into the Lilith Fair, I loved all the female singer
Okay.
songwriters. Those were really
Hmm.
important to me. Ani DeFranco,
Yeah.
Tori Amos,
Yeah.
Bjork, all of these amazing women and producers and solo musicians. But yeah, that's the best answer I can give on that one.
Yeah. And what was the first show you ever seen? Any concerts that you remember going for? The first one you ever went to?
First concert. It was probably the Bridge School benefit that had Dave Matthews Band and Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Wow.
And I loved Dave Matthews Band too. I had Red Hot Chili Peppers, Dave Matthews Band, and Robin Williams was there and introduced the
Robin
whole thing.
Williams?
Yeah, he introduced the whole thing, and it was funny.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. That's a good,
Yeah.
good combination.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Johan? Some 80s
Whew,
electronic band or something? Or...
All This Is Good and Golden Liebe from DAF are probably two of my favorite albums to this date. I think those were either late 70s or early 80s. Upstairs at Eric's from Yaz, another one that immediately comes to mind as being something that really sticks in my head as being something I remember. That Total Age from Nitzer Ebb, another one that really pops out at me that sticks with me. Depeche Mode's Construction Time Again. Was actually just listening to that again this morning and yesterday. Right whenever like Depeche Mode started going from pure synthesizers into a lot of the more kind of industrial sample based stuff. That album really sticks out to me as something that was, quite good as well. I'm trying to even think of going back any further.
But you still listen to those albums, the original,
from definitely
youthful days.
Yeah, I listen to DAF. DAF continues to be one of the most inspirational bands for me. I mean, I was going back to Construction Time Again, if only because for what we're doing in the future. I think in January is going to be the first iteration of how it's going to sound. Really trying to bring in those vintage analog synthesizers from the late 70s and early 80s and mirroring that up with a lot of self-sampled percussion, like industrial like related percussion. That and early D groups were some of the two things that immediately pop in my head is how do they do this? So I've been listening to a lot of that for inspiration to kind of how to pair those two elements together for something that would be relevant in this day and age. So yeah, I mean, I still listen to those albums and a lot of that late 70s and early 80s synth related music, anything up until about 1984. After 1984, everything turns into like digital garbage from the 80s, which I can't stand.
Do you believe that there is like edgy stuff nowadays? I mean, less creativity in the new bands? Or
no, there's I'd say the only difference between like now and before is there's music is a lot more accessible now, so you have to wade through a lot of mediocre stuff, but there is still a bunch of really good stuff and great bands out there. Kite, I will continue to say, I think Kite is writing some of the best music that I've ever heard. I'd put Kite's music up there with any of the bands that I listen to from those late 70s and early 80s that I use for inspiration. But yeah, I still find that there's a lot of really great inspirational and even edgy music still coming out today.
So there's a lot of innovative stuff that you can listen to. What about you, Haezl? I know you. I don't know what kind of. Well, I know you got the music you make. You enjoy doing it, so you enjoy that kind of music. But is there any music genres that you enjoy also? Soul or no jazz? I don't think jazz is something that you enjoy. I don't know. Somebody told me.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Did you find that in some that's hilarious.
I got so many hours that I do nothing. So I might as well just
That is so funny because I was like, for a second I was like, how did you know that?
We actually did that jazz song.
I know.
You guys tried to do something. I don't know. It didn't work out, or you decided that maybe this is not good enough. Let's try. Maybe.
No, it's
out there, right?
It's kind of a funny story, actually.
It's out there, right?
For a charity. Like they asked us to do they're like, hey, do jazz music, but have it be electronic with synthesizers. And we go, okay, like it's like both of our backgrounds, we know how to write jazz music. So we literally did what they asked us to do, which is do jazz music, but with synthesizers. And like they came back and they're like, no, we wanted like synthwave, but with a saxophone. It's like,
What was that? Something
it's
they
like,
were looking
that's
for
not
Pat Metheny,
jazz.
something like Pat Metheny or something. I don't know. Something like.
I don't know.
So
I
funny
don't know.
though. We were so like, oh my God, because it was such a weird mix of music. And we were like, we hate this. Like, this is awful. And they're like,
They
no, we
didn't
just
know
like,
what kind of music you enjoy making, or
I think they just didn't
challenge you.
understand what jazz is, and that when you ask like real musicians to write a style, you're gonna get the
Yeah,
style.
if they said, hey, do synthwave music and then put a saxophone in it, then we would have reached out to one of our saxophone player friends that we obviously probably know in one of the bands that we know, and we would have done that. But they didn't ask for that. They said we want you to do a jazz song. So I mean, we did a jazz song.
There's always a next time that you can do another one.
Next time I'm gonna be like, are
Yeah.
you sure
Yeah.
you want jazz synthwave? Is there something I'm missing?
I don't know any bands that play jazz synthwave. Maybe there are some out there, some in Madagascar or Kenya or South Africa. I have no idea. Maybe
it
they
exists somewhere, I'm sure.
probably are. Mongolia,
Yeah.
maybe they do metal in Mongolia. So maybe, who knows?
Yeah, that's so funny.
But that's something. Yeah. You guys, like I said, you kept me busy. I've been listening. I listened to, I don't know everything, but a lot of your covers that you made. There's an album with a couple cover songs that I listened to. And I was looking, it's called Tellurian. I think it's called Tellurian.
Ah, yeah.
With Christian Wesenberg. I tried to get in touch with him, let me tell you.
Oh.
After that, I don't know. Maybe I'll get a response from him. We'll see.
From Future Light Dust?
From Wesenberg, Eric.
Oh, Eric. Okay. Yeah.
Let me send an email. Maybe I can talk to him.
Send an email to Vossi. Vossi was the main writer of the song, I believe.
Okay.
Vossi would probably respond back to you.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that. Let me tell Haezl. Haezl, before I forget.
Yeah.
I think last year I sent an email to Alice.
Oh yeah.
I did. I have no idea that you were also part of that for, I don't know, for a year now or more than a year.
Yeah, it was about a year and a half. Yeah, the touring's going to be a little hard for me because I've been being in the Army. I have a very limited amount of time that I can spend just off duty, and I've had some family stuff come up, so I did have to pull out of the recent tour. So I'm not sure what that's going to look like going forward, but I absolutely adored getting the chance to be a part of the band, and I hope that we can collaborate, some more going forward. So we'll see. But yeah, they're great. You should reach out to them too.
I did, and they answered.
Oh yeah,
they did answer, but then I gave them some dates and times, and probably they said, "What the hell is he talking about? We're not gonna be there at those times." So they never answered back after that.
Oh, well,
that's okay. That's all right.
Well.
I still love the
maybe someday. Yeah, maybe someday. I'll figure it out. Mm-hmm.
So so I listened to those covers. There are a lot of videos from Titty Cat on YouTube, and they're really good. Some of them I enjoyed a lot of them. What I don't see too many live on stage. A couple. I haven't seen much of you guys doing live shows that were recorded, but that I couldn't find. Not that many, but from what I saw, I really enjoyed that. And I have some questions for you, because Haezl, you want to do your own. I don't know if you ever did any solo tours by yourself, like a one women show, or is that something that you're looking for in the future?
Yeah, yeah. I actually am going to be doing my first one next March with my friends with Amulet.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna open for
Amulet.
them just a small set, 30 minutes. My first solo show. So
Mm.
we'll see how that goes. Yeah, hoping that'll open some doors and maybe I can open for 2D Cat. Could you imagine?
You open and close.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to expanding my I've been spending a lot of time building a rack. I never
Yeah,
thought
I
I'd be
listen.
building a rack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see you doing a lot of stuff. I listened to those two songs that those singles, that the other side, and that uh, I was gonna ask you regarding that rapper. Where is he
Yeah.
from? I forgot his name, but
Yeah, Sky's awesome. He's local and so my engineer that I work with, mastering engineer, hooked us up. He was working with this rapper and Sky and yeah, he apparently had played Deadeye for him and he was
okay.
like, "Oh, I love this song. I could totally rap over it."
Hmm.
And although the song unfortunately was done and out, but so I sent him another song and so that's how that collaboration happened there because I was like, I would love to have a rapper because you know a lot of my music is a little more like pop, modern pop.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah. The sound quality is really good. I don't know. It sounds really good, and even
Thank
on
you.
YouTube. I don't know. It's really good.
Thank
Uh,
you.
yeah. So so much stuff that we can talk about, but I've been checking your YouTube videos, Hazel, where you play all those covers. They're very. I will say, my listeners and viewers to check those, especially those covers she makes out of, like Chaperone and Pink Pony Club.
The theremin videos, yeah.
Yeah, those are very fun.
We
And
gotta incorporate some therein into Tootie Cat. I keep
yeah, I don't
trying.
know. See,
I
for what
keep
I see,
trying.
those maybe a Highway to Hell, not a
Yeah.
TD Cut version. I don't know.
Yeah.
But those videos, they keep me, kept me busy. I found out a lot of things that I didn't know about you.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. So tell me about Johan. Uh, what are your plans with this project? I guess you got singles that are coming. You're planning to release an EP next year, or I think you're going to Europe next year. You got some concert, at least a couple of them in Germany,
Yeah.
right?
We have two festivals over in Germany next year. First one in Cologne, the other one outside of Leipzig, Zwickau.
Hmm.
Those should both be pretty fun. Yeah, I used to live over in Germany. I used to live over near Cologne, so it'll be a bit of a homecoming for me. Finally being able to play in front of my friends over there, which should be nice.
Hmm.
And then for new music, I think we're going to be releasing a song every 8 weeks, starting in July, or not July, June 9th, I want to say, whatever that Friday is around that date. So it should be every 2 months until we get enough songs that we like to do another
You got a
vinyl
title?
release.
You got a title for it? Is it Echoes
It
of
does.
Rebellion?
We do have a
Echoes
title.
of Rebellion.
Do.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the
You
title?
already got the title.
Yeah, we do.
It's secrets.
No,
Oh,
it's
Secret.
secret.
secrets.
Spoilers.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
okay.
we came up with it on tour. I don't
Yeah.
remember how it came up, but we were in the van and we're like, yes, that's it. We're gonna build an album around this title.
I think the vibe tracks with that. With
Mhm.
the-
Hmm.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be playing at the Reborn Festival.
Yep.
There's a
Yeah,
band
Reborn
that
and then Echoes of Rebellion.
yeah, yeah, Echoes of Rebellion 2026. Um, I think the band X Dice is gonna be there. From that Tunes music group. I interviewed Ralph from X Dice. He's gonna be there also. But
Cool.
Have you ever get any of your shows canceled at the last minute or for whatever reason? I don't know, sickness perhaps? Maybe you're Hazel, you got sick or
No, no,
nothing,
Mm-mm.
nothing happened?
nothing yet.
Nothing yet. That's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I was gonna see a show last week and they canceled because they I was gonna see Blackmore's Richie Blackmore night
Hmm.
here in Jersey. He got sick.
Oh.
They cancel now. They cancel the whole show, the whole tour.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it happens. So that's for
It
you.
does happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does happen.
it's always unfortunate. It seems it's very unforgiving, the music industry, towards can't like anybody canceling due to illness. I mean, I think I've played a number of our shows whenever I was definitely sick
mm,
and should not have been playing. But it's always a weird situation where, yeah, it's one of the there's like a number of folks who are kind of reliant or relying on you to be there at a certain time, and already so much work went into doing it.
mm,
It's definitely not a fun profession to be in for that point of view. Um, Always difficult. And I could never begrudge any live band who needs to pull out due to illness, because
yeah.
I know a number of folks, I'd say the majority of folks are probably like ourselves, where even if we are sick and not feeling the best, we're still going to try and give it our all, and do everything that we can not to avoid it. But it's definitely brutal. Unless you're Morrissey, you just cancel for no reason. Yeah, he's the only person who I would never buy a ticket for him in the first place. But
I love the Smiths, but I don't know about him. He drives me nuts
he's a
sometimes.
terrible person now.
Yes.
I
Well,
do
I
not
shouldn't
feel
say
bad
that.
about not listening to his music anymore.
Yeah, I'm really pissed off about him, but I still enjoy the music.
Yeah.
Well, what can you
Yeah.
do? So tell me about your lyrics and when you create the two of you. Uh, where do those lyrics come from? From more like personal experiences or more fictional themes and characters that you
Yeah.
bring narratives? Where is that? Because especially on your the new project, Hazel, there's a lot of stuff you talk about, and the Doppler, and I don't know, there's some the weather stations and all kinds, and the stars, and this. I don't know. Tell me, well, how do you tell me about your collaboration, about when you create your lyrics and your music compositions? Tell me how do you guys work it out?
So with the lyrics, they usually just they come to me pretty organically when I'm listening to a track or the music that Johan sends me. So he'll send me music that he's been working on, and everything he sends me is always structured so beautifully well that it's almost like the words and the lyrics, the melody and the lyrics write themselves. I tend to write darker themes. I tend to find these kernels of questioning and these kernels of just, the seeds of doubt, the seeds of, questioning the universe, questioning people,
Mm,
pushing the boundaries with, like you said, there is some fantasy and there's some sci-fi, and they're pushing the boundaries of what could be and what could exist,
hmm
and pulling that into a story or an expression, basically. So I tend to not write love songs. I tend to write more experimental lyrics for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. So, do you, I guess, Johan sends you, you don't get together and practice or do some studio together? Not really, right? You
No,
just,
no.
Mm-mm.
everything is
Smooth sailing.
smooth sailing.
The
You don't have
joys
to
of
really,
modern recording.
you really get along really well. There is no need to see each other.
We should more though. We should more though. I
You
said we
guys
should.
don't hang out together, never?
I know. No, I mean we
Oh,
do. We
really?
do.
You do?
We
Okay.
do. We do. I mean, I was like, we should just have like a pizza party and sit there and just like do a bunch of Tootie Cat work, like send emails and make social media posts and just have like a day where we all hang out and make content and do all the stuff that we do alone, but would be more fun to do together.
Probably should do that.
We should do that. We should do that.
There's no
Yeah.
reason for us not to.
Yeah.
You don't live that, you're very close right now. You're not living that far. He's not in across the ocean. He's
No,
in the East
no,
Coast or
no.
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, we're fairly close. It's like an hour and a half. It's not bad.
It's not bad, right?
Mhm.
Another thing I was going to ask you, you got a lot of thousands of followers on Spotify. That got my attention. It's a lot of followers there. I don't know how you guys do in social media, but I think I found you on Instagram. I have no idea. Probably.
Mhm.
I don't know. Or maybe I was listening to some list that somebody made, and you were one of the artists. So I don't know, but you got a lot of listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing the band is growing, so
Mhm.
that's a good thing. That's
Mhm.
something that I really you deserve, especially after you've been working for so many decades, Johan. I don't know.
Yeah.
You got a lot of experience with because I think you play with other bands, or I don't know. You play industrial. I don't know, even metal. I don't know. Do you play with any metal bands or industrial bands?
Yeah, I mean, I was in a couple bands in the late 90s, early 2000s. Got to do Wave Gothic Treffen in
Oh, okay.
2004, I think, with another band. And then I just kind of quit music from 2006 to 2017-ish for about 10 years, we'll say, maybe even longer. Yeah, and then just got back into just doing some things. But yeah, I'd say it's only been a couple of years now that we've actually truly been doing 2D cat like the proper way. And yeah, I remember writing a post about this a couple of days ago, being very proud of the fact that we have been able to build what we have been able to build kind of on our own without really much help from anybody else. Kind of, yeah,
Yeah.
very happy of the fans that we have, the folks who have found us, and the fact that our music is resonating with so many
Yeah.
people as well.
Yeah, for me, it was
Continuing to
like
go out to shows and hearing how it's kind of
yeah,
gotten some people out of some very dark situations is just I don't know how to describe how good that feels.
yeah. Um, I was using playing your music in the car stereo. I always check with my wife to see if she likes it, and she has her taste is very different than mine, but she really enjoyed your music, so
Oh,
she
good.
really did. And my dogs weren't barking, so I guess they were happy. They were listening. They were listening.
That's great.
Yeah. So, what are the new directions you would like to take your project, the TD Cat, in the future? Are you planning to change the style, or you just want to keep, rowing in both in the same direction? No major changes.
We're definitely getting a lot darker.
Mhm.
I'd say the last album, This Is Not For You, is
Mm-hmm.
almost kind of like a turning point. Almost like a I don't want to say a mixed bag, but there's I'd say
Yeah.
like a part of the album or the creation of the album where we both kind of decided that we didn't really want to write um, like more of the commercial synth poppy type stuff, and we kind of wanted to go towards more of like a dark wave, cool wave
Mm-hmm.
style of things. So definitely using a lot more mono synths, vintage mono synths from like the mid 70s. I think I mentioned before, doing a lot of my own sampling with a vintage 12-bit sampler from a
Mm-hmm.
lot of I think I spent one afternoon going through a dumpster area, just doing samples of various percussion that I was wanting to integrate in. So kind of definitely going more towards that, yeah, the construction time again style, the early deep groups kind of metal machine music, I guess would be one way to describe it. But that
Hmm.
darker electronic synth music that has some of the more aggressive percussion elements in it.
Hmm. Well, there
It's at
are
least
songs.
from an instrumentation standpoint.
I don't know where you put the frames and Take My Hand and the last refrain. Those are the songs that I listen the most.
Yeah,
I don't
those
know
were
where if.
definitely the
I
time
love
period
those.
where we're wanting to go darker. So
Hmm.
I'd say I think both of those the order of the album isn't the order that we wrote them in, but I think Frames was a turning point for us. We're like, I think that was where we're like, we
That
want to
was
start
it.
this
Hmm.
music more often. So I think the music that has come out since Frames is more illustrative of the direction that we're going now. At least I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frames is definitely the turning point. Yep.
Well, it's one of the songs that I listen the most, to tell you
Yeah.
the truth. And
Yeah.
the video that you made for the last refrain, I also enjoy it a lot.
Yeah.
Black and
That
white.
was a good one.
What was that the film? Is that chapel church? What is that?
Yeah, that was down here in the very southern part of Maryland.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
it was really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I find a
and
lot of good spots down here to
there
shoot
are.
some things. Yeah.
Well, I guess you will be making new videos soon or no? With the
Yeah.
singles that will be coming out
Yeah.
any
We have to
plans?
film the new one now, I guess.
Yeah.
You gotta get
Yeah.
together again, no? Maybe somehow. I don't know.
we we need to spend a day just filming Johan.
Yeah, we need
Maybe
more.
film him the whole day and then do like 10 videos.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
one with one time that you show up.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we need to do. Just follow him around with a camera.
Why not? That helps out those videos. I really enjoy them.
Yeah, we need more of him in them.
So, what other things catch your interest besides making music, the two of you? What other things you guys do? I don't know. Exercise?
Yeah.
You are in good shape. I don't know. But
Yeah.
are there other things that drive your attention, Johan and Hazel?
I mean, animal welfare is how I spend most of my free time with
Hmm.
feral cats. I do a lot of TNVR work, trap, spay, neuter, vaccinate, and release.
Oh,
And right now, we're of the kittens that we aren't able to get before going through the TNVR process, trapping those and then fostering them until we find them a home.
that's nice.
We had three kittens that kind of showed up on our porch earlier this year, and one of them we're keeping in, and the other two in the room right behind me that we're fostering until we could find them a home.
Oh,
But yeah, just a lot of work with the local shelters and the local TNVR folks just to kind of help out with animal welfare for that.
hmm.
It's a big thing that I do.
That keeps you busy, I imagine.
Does.
That, that's really, yeah. Hmm. What about
Yeah.
you, Alice? What other things do you enjoy doing besides music and creating music?
Um, well, these days I really enjoy sleeping.
Sleeping?
Yeah.
You need
um,
at least 8 hours sleep.
it's
So
nice. It's
if you do
nice.
eight hours, you're good enough.
I had a good nap before this. I had to set an alarm just to make sure I looked presentable.
Hmm. You
I
change your
do.
look, no? Because you look different
I look
from what I've
different.
seen lately.
Oh
You look
yeah.
different. Yeah.
You mean it's my hair?
I
I
guess
did
it's your
a.
hair. I don't know.
I'm no longer bleach blonde. That's like more of a dark gray.
Yeah, yeah. It goes well
Yes.
with the black background right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I like it. But yeah, I actually play video games. I love World of Warcraft and RPGs, and I have two parrots, so I am a parrot mom.
Hmm.
So we got the cats and the birds and the cats.
Hmm.
And I am a costume nerd. Then I collect a lot of costumes. I like to put together outfits and stuff like that. And
Hmm.
I do run. I do exercise. Being in the army, got to stay fit.
Right.
And I occasionally enjoy cooking, and that's very occasional.
Hmm. Have you tried her cooking, Johan? No, you haven't eaten
I don't think
anything.
so.
Nothing.
I don't think I made you any food before.
No.
Maybe you don't deserve
No.
it. I don't know.
You were gonna make something for the road trip. I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
if you did though.
Was it going to be beef jerky? It was going to be beef
Yeah, it was gonna
jerky.
be beef jerky. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah. I have a dehydrator that I make beef jerky with, but I am tired and I work a lot and I'm always working on projects and I just don't have time.
you don't have time. You are sending emails back and forth and
Yeah.
looking for work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever you can
Yeah.
find that you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Exactly.
yeah. How about your setup on stage? Do you guys do everything, the two of you?
Yes.
How long does it take? Like 20 minutes?
We're really fast now. I mean, it was
Fast?
so funny the trajectory of like us figuring out how we were going to play live. And we went through so many different iterations, and poor Johan always gassed all the gear, to have to deal with. Mine's pretty easy, but yeah, we have a nice setup now. It's like the last show we did, we set up in like what it was like 20 minutes.
It was pretty quick.
It was really quick.
It depends. A lot of it depends on if we're bringing our own lights or not as well. If we're bringing our own lights, it's a nightmare to set up. Yeah.
What about the
I
visuals? Do
think
you have like a project? I've seen some projections behind some of your.
it kind of depends on the venue that we play at and the amount of time that we have. If it's going to be a short set, then I just not going to bring the lights out because the amount of time it's going to take to set up lights as well as set up the equipment, and then it's going to be longer than the show itself. So it just kind of really depends on what the venue is like, what our set time is going to be like. It's really kind of dependent.
So if I want to see one of your shows, maybe next year, I don't think you're gonna do anything. The year is almost over. It's Christmas and everything. But how many songs do you usually play on?
It again, it's
It all
going to kind
depends.
of depend on if it's our show or if it's a venue type show. So I'm kind of used, like, for myself, having spent most of my adult life over in Europe. The set times in the US are significantly shorter than what they usually are over in Europe, and I kind of find it infuriating. So it
Yeah.
really kind of depends. I am personally not a fan of 30-minute sets. I think that
Yeah.
it's a waste of everyone's time.
It's true. It's true.
I would much rather go to a show if I'm going to a show over in Europe. I think it's kind of standard for the opening band to play for 40 to 60 minutes and then the headlining act to play for 60 to 90 minutes.
Yes. Yes.
We're
I
fine
go to
with keeping
Europe, so
that.
I've seen so many shows like that.
Yeah.
It's very different.
So, I mean, it kind of depends on if it's our show or not, if we're doing support to somebody else and what their expectations are. But I mean, we could do a 90-minute show pretty easily. It just kind of depends on the circumstances, I suppose.
And who decides what songs to play? Is it the two of you, or are you like, I don't feel like doing this song today. Let's do something else.
So, I mean, I think we're still mostly trying to figure out. I mean, having been, I know we both have some very strong beliefs in terms of what makes a successful show and what doesn't make a successful show. And I am I know Gabby Delgado of DAF did an interview maybe in the late 80s or so when they were doing an opening set for the band called Wire from the UK. And I know what they wanted to do for their 45 minutes or 60-minute set, it might have been 60. They just kind of wanted to do wall-to-wall energy and just kind of go completely all out and not kind of let go at all. And that's what they did. And I remember they were talking afterwards. Wire was jokingly upset with them because they're like, man, after your set, everybody was so tired of dancing and moving that they were just completely dead by the time that we went on and played. So like that interview really stuck in my head where I become very cognizant of bands where they do like multiple slow songs in a row and they just completely zap out the energy. Where I really want something that's, or at least for me, that's very high energy, something that's very that captivates the audience, that kind of gets them involved and energetic. So that's kind of where my head's at in terms of building a set for, is this going to work or is this not going to work? Or if we're only doing a 30-minute set, then we can't play something like Frames in the last refrain because it's just too, there's just not enough energy in those songs. You can only do those songs if you're doing a 90-minute set. So like a lot of those kind of considerations come into play in terms of what we want to evoke within the crowd from an energy perspective and what we want them to walk away with. So there's a lot of considerations. I'm rambling way too much.
No, it's very true.
It's very true.
It's hard to get the right set, but we really want an energetic show. We want things to be engaging and we want things to just keep rolling and we want people to just feel the vibes as it, continues to just go and go and go and go. Obviously you need to have some down in there, but we try to keep the energy up no matter what. Yeah.
Do you consider your music more like entertainment or more like art, or both?
That's a interesting. I mean, I consider it art for sure, but I want it to be entertaining. Yeah.
That's the same thing you probably Johan thinks.
Yeah.
Things.
Yeah, I'd say the same. I mean, it's art, but it's, I mean, engaging art is how I would maybe view it.
Yeah. I really enjoy your music. No matter what the music genre is called nowadays, I have no idea what you guys make anymore.
I don't either.
I don't know. It's a synth wave, synth pop, dark wave. I don't know what it is. Whatever you want to.
Yeah.
Nowadays is. I think Johan mentions retro wave or retro pop. I don't know what he wants to call it anymore.
I would only ever call it synth pop.
Synth pop.
Yeah, that's the way I view it as. And I don't know. I view synth pop as a very specific genre that kind of existed in the late 70s to 1984, and that after 1984, when everyone started to adopt the DX7 and all the digital synthesizers that came out following that as well, it kind of turned into something different, whether that be electro pop or just commercial pop that had digital synthesizers in it. But I don't know. For me, synth pop was for that very specific time period, and that's kind of how I still view it and view what we kind of do.
So tell me, Hazel, about the upcoming concept album that you have, the Electric Universe. Can you tell me a little bit about that? And I don't know, Kepler warning system. I don't know what. Tell me about that a little bit. What are your plans for that album? What you something that you want to incorporate that you had in your mind? Concepts and themes. I don't know much about that concept album that you're planning, but maybe you can tell some of my viewers what's coming up.
Well, it's based on a science fiction story that I'm creating, or it has been created. However, the way I'm laying it out is there's messages coming from the Kepler system, and this planet has been reaching out to the channels here, trying to convey a message. We don't know what this message is yet. So we're receiving fragments of its memories as it's dying. And I've created some articles talking about these messages and how they're being interpreted, and how that ties into the album, as each of these fragments is a memory, as a song, is a piece of this message that we're receiving from Kepler 186f. And through the album, you can follow what is considered an alternate reality game where I'm creating this kind of world where people will stumble upon it and be like, what is this? This is weird. Kepler 186. What are we receiving messages? Like, and they can start to follow the story and get the pieces as the songs release one by one. And then when the song is released, you'll see the full story of what's happening to the Kepler 186F.
So if we follow Haezl.com, we can find out.
Yeah, you can join the email list where I will send out updates from the Kepler weather station, which is where we're receiving the transmissions. And also different articles and whatnot will be linked in the emails, and you can follow each release, which will be a piece of the puzzle. And there's also there's a puzzle to it. So on the website, theelectricuniverse.net, if you can figure out the puzzle, there will be a full explanation in depth of the story, along with maybe I'm trying to decide what the reward's going to be for figuring out the puzzle, but the puzzle's not hard.
There is a reward. You're gonna see the president. You're gonna see the king.
You'll have a code. If
And
you
you
figure
can-
out the puzzle. Yeah.
You
So,
also have a Patreon page, I believe. Very
Yes.
attractive, interactive. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Thank
can do
you.
that too.
Yeah.
Johan, you listening? Can you figure out the puzzle, or you don't want to go into it? You don't want to go in there and check. No,
I have no idea.
You got nothing to do with this project?
No.
No. That's her own thing, right?
Yeah.
Nothing that you hey, so when you write some of your lyrics, do you think maybe this goes well with the TD Cat instead of my own project?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's definitely well, it's interesting because I feel like I'm experimenting on my own with these solo projects, and we're learning so much together as we just progress in 2D Cat and everything. So I try to keep no overlap. It's really hard to write and write and write and then not continue some of the same energy. So some of that does go into 2D Cat, and I really think the next 2D Cat album should have some of this story thing going on because it's been so fun to do, and I know that Johan really enjoyed the idea when I shared it with him. So I think that we might try to do that for this next album as well. Yeah, see how it goes with my little solo project, and
that sounds really well.
See how it goes.
So, my friends, go check Haezl.com and go check 2dcat.net. I think it's the other 2dcat.net. And you can buy some merchandise also, I believe. They have some stuff. T-shirts, I think.
Yeah, we got some nice merchandise.
They got
nice merchandise.
And you have vinyls? Do you have some, for at least the last album, it came in vinyl, no?
We've had 3 vinyl releases thus far.
Different colors or just one color?
Each one has been a different color.
You got Weeks Where Decades Happen.
Weeks Where Decades Happen. Fantastic Voyage. And then This Is Not For You.
So everything is...
I can't remember what they all look like in terms of colors. It's been too long.
It's been too long. The new album will be also released on vinyl. Is something that you like doing?
Yeah.
Always vinyl.
Yeah, a lot of our listeners like vinyl, so that's going to be something that we will be continuing to do.
Haezl, do you have a record player?
I need to get one.
Come on, Johan, maybe for Christmas you can get one.
That's right. You're going to buy me one.
It doesn't have to be like a really professional one, but something cheap. Like $200 is good enough.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I got one. I got a really nice one in Spain. And it had a piece of shit here that I bought for like $200, and not even $200. But what can you do?
What can you do? Yeah, it's expensive.
Expensive if you want something good.
Yeah.
They're not that cheap. So, like I said, I really enjoy your music. I don't know. I'm gonna be listening, and now you're my friends, I guess. I'll be checking you out on Instagram. Now I got to check TT Cat and Hazel, both separate.
Yeah. Thank you.
And
Thank you much.
I've been doing
Yeah.
that, and I've been listening, like I said, well, the music. There are songs that I remember that I don't know where they came, but where albums come from. Uh, I know. I think Indigo is one song that I enjoyed. I don't know.
Oh, thanks. That was my first release as
Yeah,
a
I
solo
know.
artist. Yeah. Thank you.
And that song that I don't know how to spell, Ragnarok. Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So there are songs that I caught my attention that I
Thanks.
really enjoyed. So I mean, it's a lot of stuff that you guys already put out, and I'll be waiting for something. What's next year? If you ever come back to Jersey in the future, if you come back to QST or someplace in Jersey City or whatever, I don't know, Manhattan, whatever, it's not that far from where I live anyway. So that would be great. And also, Hazel, if you come with your own project,
Yeah.
I'll be there in the back.
We'll see. Just
What
experimenting now.
happens?
We'll see. We'll see.
Let's see what happens. So
Yeah.
get better with your
Thank you.
voice because you got a
Thank you.
beautiful voice. I really enjoy the way you sing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank
I
you.
really do. So
Yeah.
hope
Thank
to
you for
see-
having us. Yeah.
Thank you much. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
thank you, Johan. I never heard you sing, so I don't know if you are a good singer or not, but you are a good player. You play really
He
great
is.
music, and you got a really good ear for melody. That's for sure.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
So thank you, guys. We'll see you again next week. Maybe TD Cat will be one of your choices for the next coming weeks.
Yes, it should be.
So follow them and enjoy dancing with their
Yeah.
music, Put it
That's
for
right.
Christmas. Forget about those Christmas stupid songs. Listen to
The
TD
special
Cat.
jazz Christmas song
No
is out
jazz.
there.
No, yeah, okay.
If you can find it.
You can find it. I don't know where it is, but
I don't know why it might not exist
I'm
anymore.
I'm gonna stick to the stuff that I see. I'm not gonna look for the other stuff. I'll be happy with what you guys have so far. So thank you so much, and take care of yourselves, and see you maybe next time.
Okay. Thank you, Jose. Talk to you soon.
Take care of yourself,
Take
Johan
care.
and Hazel.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.